Welcome fucking back, Playgirls.
Open your playbooks and pop a few cherries.
Because we're turning to a new page of
The Playgirl Playbook.
Ow, ow!
Woo!
Cherry bomb. Tit one, tit two. Tequila.
Tequila.
All right, so welcome to episode 2, you guys. I hope you liked the first episode.
I loved it. I don't know about you.
I think it was a fucking blast.
I think it was phenomenal.
Y'all had a lot to say about it. Some good, some not so good. A lot of men have come out of the weedworks from
many
this
men.
episode.
Some I haven't heard from in years, almost a decade actually, have came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, I forgot you existed, but okay, hi.
Glad you want to be a playgirl too.
Yes. Welcome to the playbook.
Welcome to it. All right, cherry check-in time. Haven't had this in a while. This cherry has been popped before, but it's like being re-popped again.
Okay, pop my cherry. What
why
is
not?
it?
For the first time in a long time, I have a fucking hickey. I'm in my good mid-20s with a fucking hickey.
With like your boyfriend of 4 or 5 years.
Like, what the fuck? And I didn't even know I had it. And I came over and Catherine was like, what's that on your it's kind of on my shoulder, so if my hair is like conveniently placed, it's for a reason.
I fully called you out on it too.
No, you were like,
I'm like,
ma'am?
hello, what is that?
What is that? I was like, oh, hello, middle school. I'm like being taken back to fucking middle school all over again.
Middle school? You were getting hickeys in middle school?
Actually, no, literally high school freshman year, vividly fucking remember my boyfriend. It was also scandalous because he was 2 years older than me.
Oh, hot.
And everybody was like, oh my God, you're dating someone that's 2 years older than you? Scandalous.
Oh, wow.
And we had first started dating. I had showed up to like one of my classes and one of our mutual friends goes, is that a hickey on your fucking neck? And I was like, no. Run to the bathroom, full like vampire mode bruise on my fucking neck. And then we had a teacher that like loved us both. And she was like, Annabelle, I'm not going to lie, you need to cover that up. Like, I literally got called out by my teacher.
That would be you.
No, that would be me. The teacher was like, girl, like, you need to cover that shit up. That is embarrassing. So then that Christmas, because we were in like a club, not like club, it's like school club.
You're at the club?
I was at the club at like 14.
Yeah.
I blossomed early.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't put it past us.
I would not put it past you.
For Christmas that year, some of mutual friends, it was like a white elephant exchange, and they were like, no, Annabelle, you need this gift. And I was like, well, this isn't part of the game. They were like, no, whole entire club is in on it. And I was like, okay. So I open it in front of like a group of people, and it's a fucking scarf.
No!
There were 2 scarves in there, and they were like, one for your boyfriend and one for you. And I literally was like,
oh, wait, that's funny. But when I remember my first hickey though, whenever I did get it, I was like, what, 5th, 16? I was like proud of it. I was like, I'm a bad girl.
you're like, I'm going to actually show it off.
No, I literally did.
Look at my neck.
I literally put my hair up in like a messy bun and I wore like a sweatshirt to school and I was like, yeah, I have like a boyfriend. It's no big deal. Dating like a football player, I'm a cheerleader, it's fine.
I was about to say, you probably never wore your hair up, and then you were like, for the first time ever,
absolutely,
I will be wearing my hair up for the entirety of this bruise.
I thought I was
its life.
So cool.
Hear me out. I was thinking about this, and I was like, that kind of feels on brand with Brat Summer. Like, hickeys and Brat Summer kind of go together. Like,
I think
being outside of a club, smoking a cig with a little hickey, I'm like, that's Brat as fuck.
That's Brat Summer.
Brat as fuck. Anyway, what's new with you?
So I was at Pilates yesterday. I usually show up pretty late to Pilates just because I'm never on time to anything. Let's be so for real.
You're not.
So I walk in 5 minutes late. Everyone's already doing their thing. Class has started. I grabbed the last megaformer available. And it just so happens to be next to this guy.
Just so happened.
I've seen this man a couple times in my Pilates class. So I'm doing the workout or whatever. Things going great. And his strap on his megaformer just snaps.
Oh.
Just breaks.
Oh.
Mind you, this guy's like 6'5", built.
You're like, my type, my type,
Literally.
my type.
I just kind of look at him and I just kind of giggle. He like figures it out or whatever. Class ends. We're like cleaning up and everything. And I walk over to him and I'm like, cause I'm like in my head, I'm like, I gotta say something that's just funny. I walk over to him and I'm like, I guess you were just too strong for the machine.
Love. Fucking love it.
And he laughed and it was so funny. I walked out after that and, didn't get his name, but I probably should have.
You didn't get his Instagram or his name?
No.
Bitch,
I was nervous. I got scared.
So you
I was nervous just to walk up to him and talk to him.
So you got the balls to walk up. It literally, like, you made the intro and then didn't seal the deal.
I didn't seal the deal.
The fuck?
But I will let you know if I see him again. I'll have to get his name or something.
As
or
you
his number
fucking
or his
should.
Instagram.
You're like, any form of information.
Any form of
maybe.
information. I got nervous.
And you had your eye on this guy for like a little bit. You'd been like, you're kind of cute.
I've only seen him a couple times, but every time I saw him, I was like, can I work out next to you?
Do you want the same megaformer? There's like
Yeah.
nothing else. We could do it together.
Do you want to do it together?
I also just love the idea of like a big, bulky, like muscular
Yes.
man in a Pilates class.
In
Like,
a
something
Pilates
about
class.
that just seems right.
I know.
Like I love that.
He was the only man out of the entire class, and I was like,
that he picks back row for a reason. He's
Uh-huh.
like, I get to see every ass in the air. He's
oh, I
probably
know.
like, "Damn, this
He
is a
probably
nice
knows
view."
what he's. I know why he's taking that class. I'm not fucking stupid. Should
So-
we drink or no?
I think drink. Twist my arm. Sprinter. Okay, actually, let's fucking talk about that though. So, should Playgirls make the first fucking move? Like, if you see a hot guy, if you
Yes.
see a hot person, like, do as a Playgirl, what do you fucking do? Do you sit back? Do you let them come to you? Do you go get them?
I think for Playgirls, I think it's hot if you are confident and you go up to the guy first and you're like, no, like, I know what I got. Like, I'm confident. I'm going to go up to you. I'm going to flirt with you. Like, I choose you. But also at the same time, it's like, we shouldn't have to work for it either. You know what I mean? Like, they should come up to us. Like, why wouldn't they?
Should.
Why wouldn't they come to
As
us?
they should.
So I can kind of see it both ways.
But you've been on this, like, little finger wiggle game.
and it works.
And it works.
So this is what I do.
Let's see it.
And it has never failed. So say you're at a bar or you're somewhere. It doesn't even have to be a bar. You see an attractive guy and you're like, I want that one.
I want
that one. You look at him and this is what you got to do. That's all.
And that's all, folks.
That's all.
It's been working wonders.
That's all you do. And then they're like, oh, me? And I'm like, you.
You're in trouble.
Come here. Yes.
Come to mama.
Literally. And it works. They're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Making the first move is so iconic because like people don't do it, especially girls. Like they don't do it. Like so many people are like, I'm just gonna sit back and like wait for it to come to me, and I'm like, nah, bitch.
No.
You put your finger out there and go like this, Dee Dee.
You go get what you want.
You get what you want.
Yep.
We had talked about this before. It's like it's not making the first move; it's making the first like toe dip.
Yes.
It's like dipping your little toe in the water of possibility.
Yes.
It's not jumping in. We're not diving
No.
in. We're not like buying guys drinks and
No.
like fucking sliding in and talking to them. No.
No.
It's a coy little like, dip, eek, I'm interested.
Yes.
Not like I'm fucking interested.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
So,
it's
yeah.
not cocky. It's not overconfident. It's just like, I'm here.
Or you're in a lot of trouble.
Maybe both.
Maybe both. Or I'm the trouble.
Yes.
Also, with making the first move, one of the things that you really have to keep in mind is what kind of guy it's going to attract. So, depending on what type of person you're into, if you like the cute little like quiet boy or like shy boy, like little e-boy, like you're gonna have to make the first fucking move. They never will.
No.
You like an asshole? You like a cocky, like God complex asshole?
That's me.
You're like, who, me?
Who, me? That's my type.
That is your fucking type. Then you should not go up to them. Like, if
No.
that's the type you're trying to bag, do not do that because they're going to be like, wow, she's outside. Because they're
Uh-huh.
assholes and they think like that
Because
about
they're
women.
like misogynistic and just like,
they think everyone's obsessed with them.
yes,
And it's
they
like,
already have a God complex in their mind. So it's like, yeah.
hear me out. Maybe I'm just a confident woman who knows what she wants, but like, sure, you go ahead and think, but depending on your type, analyze your type and then decide on how you approach because like it really does change the dynamic.
You know what I hate?
what?
I hate this with my whole heart. This has happened so many times. When a guy comes up to you and he's like, hey, my friend over there thinks you're really hot. Like, can I give you his number? Or like, hey, you should go talk to him. I hate that. If he wanted to come up and talk to me, he should. Don't you dare send your friend over to come talk to me. What is that?
No, are we in middle school?
Are we in middle school? Like, you don't have the balls to come up and talk to me? You're going to send your friend over?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
No, that's like on the same level as asking for some girl's Snapchat versus their actual number. That is on the same level as that. Those are absolute hell no's. Those are run the opposite way. That's pull the fire alarm, run out the fucking bar. That's like, get the fuck out. Mayday,
if you
mayday.
ask me for my Snapchat, immediately no.
Immediately
no.
no.
I don't even have Snapchat because I think it's childish. I'm like over it.
Yeah.
But if a man has a Snapchat and that's the first thing he asks you, I immediately put you in a whole separate box of a type of person.
Yes.
And I just don't want anything to do with you.
And that box of person does not exist within my box.
No.
That's actually on the U-Haul going out the fucking city.
That
Like,
box, you find it in the garbage.
that's actually on fire in a dumpster already.
Yes. So immediately no on that.
That's a fuck no.
Yeah.
And I think definitely doing like the little toe dip, I think that's the way to go about it.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so like where you are on the hotness scale dictates kind of like how much of a toe you put in. Like big toe to the pinky toe. Like where are we on the toe scale?
Why are
Not
we talking
toes.
about toe theory? Why are we always talking about feet?
Do we have foot fetishes? Well, we don't have foot fetishes. Or do we?
We might.
Actually, if anyone does,
I
do. I've never thought about feet until you came into
No,
my
I think
life.
about feet a lot. But not in that way. I just like a nice, manicured, well-kept foot.
You have no idea. Every time I walk my dog and get back, every time I walk Lily and I get back from the walk, I immediately take my sneakers off and I'm like, Catherine would make fun of me if I kept these on for too long.
I
was
would.
Like, I was like, I'll get like sock lines. I'll get like pasty ass feet compared to my fake tanned body. I literally think of you when taking off my sneakers daily.
You're welcome.
Daily.
You're welcome.
I don't know if that's like, oh, you're welcome or like, thanks for the trauma. Like it's one of them.
No, because you're welcome. You need it.
I also love that we were talking about like, that's childish. That's so middle school of them. And then we started the whole thing with like hickey is like, it's kind of brat summer.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back. Like hickeys, bring them back. Like
Yeah.
that's so brat of us. I'm also wearing green, so it just feels like really fitting. Literally this, just give me a cig, give me a fucking cig,
Not
my
the
fucking
sig,
hickey.
for the love of
Oh,
God.
I'll be happy. But a time that we both made the first move was we made the first move to get on a yacht. Yes, we did.
Which I wish we would have never gotten on.
But like it was kind of fun.
But like, it was for the bet.
We ended the last episode with telling you guys that we were going to tell you about the time we sunk a yacht. So we decided we're not going to be teases. We're going to jump right fucking into that story. Setting the scene. We're at a crusty, dusty lake. But
Yep.
this lake does have some nice fucking yachts. It does.
It does. For being a lake, like, it has some nice boats.
It kind of slaps.
Yeah.
So Catherine and I, one of our summer essentials, like we have to do this every fucking summer. We have to get on a yacht.
Yeah.
It is a requirement of our summer.
Yes.
Summer is not complete unless we are shaking ass in a dental floss bikini
On
at
a
the front of
yacht.
a yacht.
Yep.
So we're at this pool party, right? We're at
Like a crusty pool party.
like if you touch the water, you're getting an STD.
Yeah.
Like
don't get in the pool.
we're at a pool party, but don't
get in the pool.
So we're having a good time, but then all of a sudden, Catherine gets this like look in her eye, and I was like, something's coming, something's brewing behind those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So she's looking at me, and she's like nodding her head. And she's like, you know what? It's time for. I said, what, Catherine? She goes, it's yacht time.
It's yacht time.
I said, fuck it up. Let's do it.
Let's do
So
it.
We don't know anyone at the lake that had boats at this point, but we were like, we'll find somebody.
We'll find somebody.
We'll figure it out.
There's like thousands of people here. We'll find somebody. It's
and
not
they'd be
hard.
more than lucky to have us on their fucking yacht.
They would be thankful. They should be thankful. Yes.
So then we finally spot one of our friends, a mutual friend, and he has a group of people that we know that are out on the yacht. And we were like, fuck yes.
We're like, finally.
This guy is, we're going to call him Versace because he fully just gave me a pair of Versace glasses one time at the bar. And I
He
was like,
did.
oh, do you want these back? And he was like, nah, you keep them. And I was like, cool.
Great.
So I fully have these like Guido, like complete, like I have an alter ego when I wear these sunglasses. They're actually kind of iconic. I kind of love them.
I love them. They're kind of giving like early 2000s, like Jersey Shore.
Yes.
Like it's like Guido-esque, Versace, like
yes.
trashy, but like bougie at the same
But, like,
time.
cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes, it's absolutely giving that.
We love him. I think he fled the country, actually. I think I think the police are looking for him. Just side note. Anyway, don't know where Versace's at.
Well, Versace, we hope you're doing okay, pal. Keep Versaceing. Okay, so we call up Mr. Versace before apparently he was a felon. And
Definitely money laundering or drugs or something. Anyway, thanks for inviting us on the boat.
now I see where the yacht came from.
Yeah.
So call him up and he was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, we'll come and pick you guys up from the pool bar you're at. And I was like, wow, princess treatment. Thank you.
Thanks.
And when I tell you there's so many red flags associated with this experience and just said,
It's fine. Let's get on.
It'll work itself out.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. And we're walking down the dock in our little bikinis, bags on shoulder. We're moseying down, so excited. And then weirdly enough, red flag number one, as we're about to onto the yacht, the entire group of people are coming off of it. And they look distinctly mad.
They look upset.
They look upset.
like pissed off.
Yes.
They're like fleeing off this boat. They're like, get us fucking off of here. Like upset. And we're like,
Yes.
we're hopping on.
great, more room for us.
Yes. No, literally. We were like, great, more room for us. Let's go to the front.
In my mind, I'm like, wow, they all just really had to go to the bathroom at the bar. Up
Maybe
the
they were
way.
hungry.
Yeah. Even though there's food on the yacht and there's fully a bathroom on the yacht. But like,
And a full kitchen.
in my mind,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they just wanted to go to a bar.
Yeah.
Bathroom.
Just
I don't
stopping
know.
by for a bit.
Yeah, just
pit stop.
way.
They'll be back soon.
Exactly.
They never came back also. They're like, we're getting the fuck out of here.
So then we go ahead, jump on, claim our spots. Rightfully so.
Yep.
Front of the yacht.
Yep.
And then I see Versace in a full argument with the captain.
He was mad.
And like we couldn't quite hear what they were yelling about, but they were yelling about something.
But we were like, not our problem. We're gonna tan.
We sit there for a good like 40 minutes.
I thought we were still waiting for the people to come back.
I fully did too.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're just like waiting. The boat finally gets away from the dock and we're like, great, we're finally moving. We're like kind of getting towards the middle of the lake. And all of a sudden, the boat just stops.
In the main channel.
In the main channel.
like it is dangerous.
It's a dangerous
where we
area.
are.
Like boats are passing by
Yeah.
us. About an hour passes and we're like, I feel like there's an issue.
And also keep in mind the people that got off
Yes.
never
They
got
never came back.
on. So there's a group of 7 girls? It's probably like 7 of us girls.
Yeah.
None of the guys are there.
None.
It's just this captain, his co-captain or whatever he was, and then this group of girls.
And Versace.
And Versace. And I'm looking up at Catherine and I was like, this actually is starting to look a little weird. I'm getting a little concerned about what the fuck is going on right now.
So then I walk up to where the captain's at and he's driving the boat and he is not okay. As soon as I get up there, he goes, and Versace is screaming at this man. And I'm like, oh, there's a problem.
Mayday, mayday.
Mayday, mayday. So the captain is drunk off of his ass.
Yep.
On drugs.
Yep.
He cannot drive this boat. So it turns out the engine's flooded. The boat can't move.
Because while we were stopped, they kept like revving and we were like, oh great, we're going. And
We're
then we'd
going.
stop.
Yeah, we would go and then we would stop.
Come to find out, when
Yeah.
they did that, they literally flooded the fucking engine.
We had no way of getting out of this channel. We were stuck in the middle of the lake. Mind you, there's clouds rolling in. The waves are insane because a storm is coming. And so the boat is just rocking back and forth.
And they had called, not ski patrol, what is it? Water patrol.
Like water
They
patrol, like
and
the police.
There was fully like people on the way to try and like get the boat started. I don't know
Yes.
boat terms, as y'all can tell. I'm like, kickstart the boat? I don't know. I don't
The
know
water
shit.
police.
The water police were on the way in their water patrol.
Yes.
And so they were coming, but they were like, oh, it's a holiday weekend. Like, we're 2 hours out from you guys. There's
Yeah.
so many other calls, which also I'm so shocked they even called the police because they were actually like drugs and stuff from the captain
And-
on the fucking boat.
And he would have got like a DUI. Absolutely.
So we just have to sit there and we just wait for the yacht to like wash up close enough to the fucking shoreline. We finally get over there.
Yeah. And the other girls next to us also are like crying. They're like having a full panic attack. And me and Annabelle are like, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
Like we're drunk also at this
drunk.
point.
Yes.
And so like we're holding on and we're like this.
We're like, okay. I just look at Annabelle and I'm like, fuck it, let's just jump. Like, we got to get off this fucking boat. I'm over it. Like, let's just go.
Yes.
And I'm like, you know us. We don't get our hair wet.
No.
We have our blonde hair. I have 22-inch extensions. I'm like, I do not get into the water, into a pool, into a lake. But at this point, I was like, fuck it, get me off this boat. So we grab each other's hands, hand in hand, and I'm like, let's get off this fucking boat. 3, 2, 1. And then we just jump in the water. And then we have the guys throw like our bags to us.
We're literally trying to climb out of the way before the yacht fucking hits us, before we get taken out by a wave. The yacht is then like actually slamming into the long part of the dock and is like now hitting it. So it's scraping the bottom of the rocks. And so this like sound keeps coming. Oh my God. It was actually
it was terrifying. We're like, get us away from here. Like, we don't know if the police are showing up. Like, he's getting a DUI. Like, we think there's illegal stuff on the boat. Like, we got to go.
It's time to
go. Also, where we got off at, we're in the middle of nowhere, the woods.
Yep. So we're sprinting up past like a few like desolate like lake houses. We're sprinting past them. Mind you, this is a holiday weekend. So there's like families. There's like children in these like yards and houses. And you just see 2 blonde girls in skimpy fucking bikinis, sopping wet with their bags, shoeless, sprinting through yards.
We were barefoot.
We were literally barefoot, sprinting through yards and like people's like property to try and find the fucking road.
Yeah.
Like, we then go through a tree line. We're literally running through a forest to get to the fucking... And on the way that we're sprinting, we start hearing...
Yeah. We're like, the police are coming.
Yep.
We gotta go. Like, we were never on that boat. Like, if you ask us questions, we don't know what you're talking about.
Deny. Deny till you die, bitch.
That is one thing my ex taught me. Deny till you die.
The one good thing he taught me.
The one good thing.
So we hit the road and then we're like, okay, walk. Act coy. Act cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
We weren't just on a yacht that literally crashed into a dock with drugs and shit on it that we're running away from because the captain fully like commandeered the yacht. We didn't do that. No, we don't know anything. And then the cops just like speed past us and we're just like this.
We're like, doo-doo-doo. We were never there.
We just took a little swim while the storm's coming in. We just wanted to take a little dip in the lake. A little toe.
My hair is
just
like
our whole head.
wet.
Extensions are fully sticking out. I think I'm holding on to my last drink because I'm literally like, I need this.
No, you fully jumped into the lake, but you saved your drink. You were like, I can't.
Yes. I was like, no, we're saving that one. Yes. There's literally tequila rainwater at this point. Like,
yeah.
Tequila, rainwater, lake water.
No,
it's
literally.
Like a little mixture of things.
Cute little mixed drink.
It's an iconic little mixed drink that I just like to have when I'm like trying to save my own life. It's fine. But yeah, so then we ran away. Actually got to the bar.
We actually, that's the funny thing. We didn't even go back to our hotel to get ready. We're just like, you know what? We're just going to run with it. We're going to go straight to the bar.
No, we did.
Yeah.
We literally Ubered
soaking
to
wet.
The bar.
We didn't even care. We're like, let's just go.
We literally got to the bar and we were like, thank you. Thank you, universe, for getting us here today. It's like a Thanksgiving feast. We're like grabbing hands. We're like, we're thankful to be sitting here today.
Yeah. And it was so funny because whenever we showed up to this bar, it's also one of the most popular bars in the area that we were in. And so whenever we show up looking the way that we did, people were like, oh, where'd you guys come from? Like,
Y'all
it was
good?
like the little sewer rats that just like came out of nowhere.
We came screaming out.
And like all the other girls around us have like hair, makeup, cute outfits on, and we have our swimsuits on, soaking wet hair, makeup running down our face, and we're like, we would like a drink, please.
We would like a drink right now.
Right now.
Literally right now.
Yes.
Please.
But that night turned out to be so much fun.
It was a good night.
It was a good night, even though we looked the way we did. It was fun.
But then turns out we did find out that the next day, the captain was actually arrested.
He was arrested. He did go to jail.
And then we come to find out that the reason everyone got off in the first place was because apparently he was drunk and just no one decided to tell us.
No one told us.
So like, I have some mad problems with those people that I'm like, y'all really didn't think to maybe let a girl know.
Right.
Like maybe let a girl fucking know. No, I was pissed.
Yeah.
When
that
I
was
found
shitty.
that out, I was like, that's shitty as fuck.
Yeah.
But sometimes making the first move Doesn't always pay off.
Doesn't always pay off. But you know what? We turned it around and it was fine.
It was fun. You know, we got a good little workout.
Yeah.
We got a good sprint in.
Yeah.
Nice little lake bath.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really multiple birds, one stone. So that gets us into something we like to call plays of the week.
Plays of the week.
Why? Why'd that go country? Plays of the week.
Plays of the week.
Plays of the week. The week.
Plays of the week.
The week. Mario Luigi. Plays of the week.
That.
Okay. So, play of the week is to yacht and to yap.
Yachts and yapping.
Yachts and yapping. So, to set the scene, you're at a lake. You're near an ocean front, and you're like, you know what I want to do? You know what sounds really, really fun right now? It's get on a yacht. Mm-hmm. But you're like, oh my God, Amber, Carmen, we want to get on a yacht, but we don't know how. There are multiple ways, actually.
Oh, so many.
Some tried and true ways to yacht and yap. So we're going to fucking tell you how to do it. Mm-hmm. So, way number 1, post a fire ass bikini photo. Immediately. Expeditiously. With quickness and haste.
Yes.
Post a fucking bomb ass bikini photo. Slap that shit all over your story.
Yep.
All over it. Mm-hmm. Talking ass, titties, all out. Like, just, it literally is the beacon. People will immediately slide up and be like, you want to get on a boat?
No, absolutely. It works every time.
And then also, like, nothing wrong with a DM.
Nothing wrong with it.
A good DM gets you so fucking far. Look for like a good like boat tag, or look for like the lake tag, look like for the geo tag. Absolutely DM them and be like, oh, looks like you guys are having fun. We're in the same area. We should meet up. Maybe fake that you're friends.
Yeah.
Be like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long.
Yes.
I would
like,
love
how
to see
have you been?
again.
I loved the last time I was on your boat.
Watch it not even be theirs. They're like, really? It's the first time I've been on it.
No,
And you're
literally.
like, must be the wrong John.
Like, oops, sorry. I think another thing that always works to find a yacht, find a man with a polo on. If he has a polo on, Ralph Lauren, anything of that nature, some fucking khakis, that man has a boat. Guaranteed.
Absolutely has a boat.
He has a boat. If he has some fucking Sperry's on,
Boat bitch.
boat. Talk to him.
Talk to him.
Talk to him.
Like, you can spot him in the bar.
You can spot him.
They're the one with the hips that don't move.
Yes.
Like this.
Yes.
And they have like 2 buttons.
2 buttons.
And some khakis.
Holding like a Mick Ultra. Like,
yes.
yes.
With their beer up like this, and they're like this. And then this. The frat flick.
The frat flick.
They're
Or
that one.
or they have one of those hats on. They're white. It's like Titleist.
Yes.
What
And it's
is that?
backwards.
And it's backwards.
Backwards.
Yes.
You're describing my ex-boyfriend right now.
Oh God! Thank God
He
you
was
left
a
him.
Sperry's motherfucker. Title is hat backwards motherfucker. And he did indeed have a boat.
See?
So it does check.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. The other way is simply just be born with a trust fund.
Yes.
Duh. Just like redo your birth. And
Redo your
be
birth.
Born with a trust fund.
Be a nepo baby.
Easy. We were born to be nepo babies.
Why aren't we?
Why aren't we?
I would give anything.
Maybe we'd have the yacht.
That
It
would be
ours.
nice.
Damn. Yeah, we'll just work on that.
Yeah.
We'll work on being born into a nepo family all over again.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Or maybe we just find husbands who were born nepo babies, and we do that instead.
You're like, hear me out. Maybe we do something actually possible.
Well, that might be possible.
The other thing that I straight up have been like, I feel like this could work. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me fucking out.
Okay.
You go to a lake, or you go to where like docks are. So sometimes that's what oceans, I guess.
A river.
Wherever there's water. You go to a dock. You throw on the same matching bikini as the dock girls. You find out when they're taking lunch. When they're on their lunch break, then you hop on someone's yacht because you say there's a maintenance problem and for some reason you know how to fix it. And then you jump on, then you get everyone drunk, and then you're on a yacht. Hear me out.
Honestly,
You fake being a dock girl.
And like, what are they gonna say? Get off my boat?
No.
Oh my God. You know what really pisses me off though, and what you should never fucking do, because I'm tired of seeing it.
Enlighten me. What pisses you off, Catherine? What pisses you off? Tell me about it.
Don't ever take a picture on a boat or in front of a boat that is not moving and nobody is on.
Yep.
You look stupid.
You look dumb.
Stop. Knock it the fuck off.
You weren't invited, babe.
You weren't invited. You're not even on it. It's not even moving. Only post pictures on a boat if it's moving and you're invited on the boat.
And like you're actually on it.
And you're on it. If you're posting a picture in front of a boat, it just looks like, ugh.
Brother,
Brother, what's that, brother?
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What? What?
When we were at the club in Austin. So we're literally in a booth popping bottles, all the champagne. They got us a Closet Azul. It was lit as fuck. And then we look over and Catherine's like, hold on, Annabelle, we know them. And I turned and I was like, what the fuck? We know those guys. We're in Austin where we're not from.
Yeah.
And they were taking videos of each other. With our booth in the background.
And they were fully filming our bottles being brought out to our section. Like they were in it too. But they weren't in the VIP section at all.
They fully weren't with our group.
But they were pretending like they were.
And we found their stories later that night. It was literally this guy who was like this. Pointing. He's like pointing behind him.
He's like, look at the bottles.
Look at the bottles, man. And if you zoom in close enough, you can see the railing that was blocking him.
It was embarrassing. I'm like, stop it.
Embarrassing.
It's like they're posting it to show off that they're like cool and they're like VIP bottle service, but it just makes them look worse. Like you didn't even buy those bottles. You're not even in the booth. You're not even friends with us, but you're posting our section. I'm like, stop it. Knock it off.
Knock it the fuck off.
Oh my God, that was funny.
So if you are like, even if you don't get on a yacht successfully, don't try and act like you were. Also, there's another fluffy in my eye. I'm gonna fucking lose it. It's another one.
Stop touching your eyes.
I'm not touching them.
I just got this DM from this guy and he said, passport? Yes. Where are we going?
Are you kidding? We're already getting canceled?
Wait, she said, you found out you're being hated on by two blondes on a podcast.
Wait, is this fucking play about...
Wait, did fuck her too?
He must have. Okay, so we have to do a breaking news.
We have to!
This girl.
She reposted our podcast and she said, first of all, I have no idea who this girl is. I couldn't tell you
until right now.
And she just posted, POV, you found out you're being hated on by two blondes on a podcast. So apparently there's going to be some tea coming out soon. Strong feeling. It's about my ex-boyfriend, so can't wait.
Also, we didn't even mention anything.
We didn't mention anything about a girl at all. I just had mentioned my failed relationship. But if she has something to do with it, come forward, honey. Let's chat.
Dude,
wild.
Dude, your ex is about to get lit
Canceled.
the fuck up.
Canceled.
We didn't do anything. Your ex is about to get lit the fuck up on the internet. Because once one girl on the internet says the timeline, all the other bitches are probably realizing the timeline and realizing they all got fucked over as well. Because while he was dating you, he was also fucking with them. So that's probably what's happening, is everyone's starting to be like, wait. She's just one of the girl group. Just one of the gang.
I should put all the girls in a group chat.
You should.
That's probably why my ex didn't want me to have a podcast. Because he's going to get exposed. Sorry, babe. This is iconic.
Anyway,
this episode took a turn.
The fact that came up while we're recording.
I know. It's so funny.
So I guess we'll get into Playgirl problem.
That's a Playgirl problem.
And
on that note.
All right, so we know the Playgirls are fucking fantastic, but y'all got problems just like we got problems as well. So let's fucking talk about our fucking problem.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. But also, write in, you motherfuckers, because only a few of you wrote in this week. Little ashamed,
but we did get a few.
If you want to write in your questions, write into questions@playgirlplaybook.com.
Yep.
Anyway, question number 1. I'm a total gym girly, and the other day caught this hot guy smiling at me. Come to find out, he's actually a personal trainer. Amazing, right? Yeah. So I signed up with him, but came clean and told him I actually wasn't interested in the class. I started following him on Insta, and he started following me back, but he hasn't made a move. I saw him at the gym recently and caught him looking at me again, but I didn't have the courage to talk to him. What should I do? Okay, so talking about making the first move, full fucking circle. Fully sign up for the fucking class.
Sign up.
Sign up for a season pass with this man.
Absolutely.
I'd be like, I'm ready to work out with you.
It's like, why doesn't she want to take it? I'm confused.
Yeah, girly. Like, if you're a gym girly,
Yeah.
sign the fuck up.
Like, that's a cute way to like flirt with your man.
Like to like sign up for the class and then be like, you can stretch me afterwards.
Yeah.
And then you're like deep looking into each other's eyes and you're like, do you want to get dinner sometime?
Yeah.
Like, no, I fuck with it. I fuck
love
with
it.
that story. That's a good origin story.
Also, I love it because that's a great way to meet someone naturally instead of like Instagram apps, things like that. Like, I feel like that's a cool, like, it's a cool story. Like, oh, how did you guys meet? Oh, well,
He was my personal trainer.
He was my personal trainer. Like, that's hot.
No, that's so hot.
It's hot.
Dude, when I was working out at the gym in my little single era, dude, I fully would like post up my little like gym set front of the fucking room.
Of course you did.
I would walk into the room like that, like, you know, the free weight room where it's usually just guys. And I was like, my time to shine, bitches.
Oh my God.
I'd literally do like hip thrusts.
Of course
in the
you
middle
fucking
of the
would.
fucking room. I was literally like, I'm gonna be the star of this show and all of you can watch me.
Oh my God, I love it. See,
Love
I'm the
that shit.
opposite. The weight room at a gym terrifies me. That's why I go to Pilates, because it's all women.
And then that one man, he's the one that
He's
like,
the one, yeah.
I'm the star of this
Yeah,
room.
he's the star of the show. That's why I was like, oh, okay, hi.
I love Mr. Pilates.
Mr. Pilates man. We
Mr.
like him.
Pilates, we like him.
Okay, next one. I'm trying to make friends in the new city I just moved to. So we all went out the other weekend. I got a little carried away and took way too many shots. I ended up fighting with one guy and crying in the girls' bathroom. Then the next thing I remember, I'm waking up in my bed with all of my clothes still on. That's you. That is so you. Whenever you're drunk, I have to undress you and take your makeup off and your boots off and everything. That's you.
That's me.
Currently, still hating myself. More importantly, how do I recover from blacking out around new people? Oh, she has the Sunday scaries.
Dude, the Sunday scaries are especially around new people
Ugh.
when you're like just starting to get to know people.
Yes.
And you're like, I swear I'm not usually like this. But then everyone's like, sure you are, Tiffany.
Uh-huh.
Sure you're different.
Sure, Tiffany.
Whatever you say, girl. And then they're like, no, that's the drunk bitch that just gets fucked up all the time. And then you're like, fuck.
And then you have so much anxiety the next day. You're like, fuck, what did I do? Like, why did I do that?
And you wish that you could reach out to somebody and be like, no, like, give me the real.
Yeah.
Was I bad or was I okay?
Right.
You know, like I need someone to be straight with me. No, that's like the main advice is like have someone, one person in the group pick the most reliable person that's going to be the person that'll tell you straight up what you fucking did wrong. Because if you don't have that, good luck, Charlie.
Good luck, Charlie.
No, I'm definitely the girl that sleeps with her clothes on.
That's
You've had to
you.
take my boots off many a time.
Many a time.
Funny enough, one of my first work trips I went on, we went out to the bars afterward and, you know, we were letting loose, having fun. And I'm fully with like it's not even new friends. These were like new colleagues. So amplify that anxiety times like 30 because we went out. Annabelle took way too many shots. She got a little crazy up in there. And fully remember waking up the next day with my boots on, my whole outfit on, not one piece of makeup off. Just woke up like a zombie rising from the grave, being like, "Where am I?"
It's because I wasn't there to help you.
That's why.
I wasn't
That's why.
there.
Maybe you've actually done me a disservice by taking care of me so much that I'm like, it'll work out.
Yeah, you just expect it.
I just expect someone
Yeah.
for it to work out. It didn't work out. It did not work out. So I literally wake up in an Airbnb with my colleagues and I was like, oh, this is a bad look.
Oh, God.
Annabelle was gone. She left the chat. Amber was out to fucking play.
No, I bet you had so much anxiety the next day.
Mad. So that was really fun. Coming back from that anxiety, again, relied on one person because you can't ask multiple people because then you look like kind of insecure.
Yeah.
Like you make it worse by being like, hey, did I do anything?
See,
Like-
honestly, the next day, if you have anxiety about being blackout or being super drunk around people, you just gotta own it. You just gotta be
Yes.
like, hey, I was drunk. I had a great fucking time. Like, so happy to be out with everybody. Just own it. Like,
Agreed.
No amount of anxiety or worrying can change what just happened.
Yeah.
So just fucking own it.
All right, next. I'll read
Next.
it. My friends and I went to the Hamptons for the weekend and took one car.
Cute.
Love. The day we were supposed to come back to the city, the guy I had met asked me to come over. So naturally, I told my friends to leave me. Naturally, as you do. So I told my friends to leave me and I'd find my own way back. We hooked up. It was fucking great. But the next day, all his friends that I stayed with and me went back to the city, a good 2-hour trip. He mentioned the gas was expensive, then sent me a text about it later, asking for me to pay him, but deleted it. Now I feel weird about if I should offer to pay half for the gas or not. What should I do?
No.
Fuck no.
Why would you do that? You do not pay for anything.
No, like y'all had literally just hooked up less than 12 hours ago. Absolutely not. You're not paying for shit.
Hell no. And especially because you also just met this guy.
Yeah.
So, A, you just hooked up with him. B, you barely know him. So you don't owe him anything.
He also asked you to come over.
Also, he should be thankful that he even got it in with you. So you don't need to give him anything else.
At best, your payment is your number.
Yes.
Your payment is giving him your fucking number, blessing him
blessing
with
him.
your fucking number.
Yep.
And then what is he going to do on the next date? He's going to be like, hey, do you want to split on our first date?
Yeah, no.
No.
That sounds like a 50-50 man. We don't want those. We don't.
I don't know. I think like after the first like several dates, you can do like a good 50-50. Catherine has other opinions.
Here's my thing. You pay for dinner. I'll get the ice cream afterwards. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like to be at a dinner and you split the bill in half, I don't know. I don't like it. I want to like feel taken care of. Like I want like it's not even about the money. It's just feeling like protected and like provided for. And
you don't have to go to a nice place. Like,
no,
I think
like
dates-
it could be like In-N-Out.
Fucking In-N-Out, man. Jesus Christ, that place has some. That's for episode 3.
That's for episode 3.
That's for episode 3. And speaking of, you've seen on our Instagrams recently, we were in Vegas.
We were in Vegas.
We had a time in Vegas.
I think it was even better than Miami.
No, like fucking insane. We lived like 15 different lives.
Like 1,000.
Yes.
It was a blur. I don't even know what happened.
We were backup dancers for John Summit.
Yeah.
I had a lesbian lover at one point. Like
it was just chaotic.
Absolute fucking chaos. And so we're gonna get into next week how the fuck to live multiple lives on a girl's trip.
Yep.
Because you gotta live multiple plot lines.
You do. You got to do it for the bit and you got to stick with it.
So we're getting into that next week.
Can't wait.
So with that, we'll close this one out and see y'all next week.
See you next week, Playgirls.
Bye.
Bye.